Okay, I'm going to finish off. In this drawer, this is where I keep my pop dots, my glue runners, my Scotch glue, and I keep pop dots. I have a lot of pop dots in this drawer. So that is what I keep in here. I have different size pop dots. So I keep pop dots, glue, and adhesive runners in here. And this drawer is where I keep glue, paper pens, tape, staples, and I also keep my X-round refillable tape in here. And down the bottom, I keep 3x5 cards just for minis if I need some journaling done. And I also buy the box of ATG gun adhesive refills. I buy them by, I think it comes 12 in each box. So that's what I keep in here. And in here is how I store my ribbon. I use the Cropper Hopper ribbon cards. And I just take them off the spools of the ribbon. And then what I do is I attach it with a little pin right here. I also can attach it with these little, I'm not sure what they're called, but they hold the ribbon as well with these little cards right here. But I like the stick pins better. So I did everything by color. Pinks, blues, orange, greens, purples, yellows, and burgundies over here. And then in this second drawer is more ribbon. I have more ribbon. And then in the bottom, this is how I store my extra Cropper Hopper containers. I have different sizes, and these are all for embellishments. So that is what's in that drawer. Okay, up here is my ATG gun, and this is the 700 gun. This is the older one before they came out with the new one for crafters. And I spray painted it and made it the same color to coordinate with my cuddle bug, and I just put some rub-ons on it. Up here, I store more breads. As you can see, I have like a lot of containers of breads and embellishments. So that's what I store in there. And this is an altered container that I made. And this pink container is where I store my bling at, as everyone calls it. So anytime I go out to the store and I buy some bling, this is how I store it, in this little container. Then I just keep that up here on the shelf. And then this is how I store my Martha Stewart glitters until I get my embellishment center by Making Memories. And I keep a little fan up here. Even though I have central air sometimes, I don't want to turn it on. So I'll just use that little fan. And I have one little Ranger's mister. I think I'm going to buy more of them. And my glue is in the bag for my Martha Stewart glitters. And I don't have a lot of the regular side Stampin' Up! Ink pads. I just have these two with the ink refills. This right here is my desk, and this is where I craft it. And I bought this container. This is by Three Birds, and I bought this from HSN. This is a must-have. You get stamps and buttons and an ideal book. And it also comes with the ink, 2 different ink pads. You get black and brown. But this is really cute. Really cute. And this is my X-Ron glue sticker maker. And this right over here is where I store my scraps for current projects that I'm working on. And then once I'm finished, I store them with my other scraps. Down here is how I store my mulberry paper and my 8x8 pads, which I do have quite a few 8x8 pads. And then I just keep my Cricut toolkit down here. And these are all of my 8.5 by 11 sheets of paper that I use to make cards. And I also keep my vellum down here. And over here, in the corner, I just store my Recollections plastic containers. So I use them on crops. And I put all my papers in there, or my kits, actually, when I'm going to a crop. So that's what I'll do. I'll make the kit up. I'll put ribbon. I'll put my buttons. I'll put flowers. Anything I want to use on my page is already picked. So when I get to the crop, I don't have to waste time looking for items. Now over here is items that my son has made for me in school. And I have to display them. So I keep these up here. This right here, I'm not sure if you ever heard of Cricut Crazy on YouTube. However, I went out and I bought this because she showed it from Tuesday mornings. And when I went out and got it, they didn't have any more of the green and pink ones. However, you see it green and pink. So what I did was I spray painted the blue part. I spray painted that pink. And I also have the new ATG gun that Michael's and quite a other few places was selling it. And I used a 50% off coupon. I never used this yet, but I probably will use it once I run out of my 700 adhesive glue, because I did buy more adhesive tape. And over here, I had to get this because Cricut Crazy, when and bought this, she inspired me to go get it. And here is where I store pictures, and I'm going to fill this up with more pictures. So anytime that I'm about to do a layout, I pick the pictures out that I want, and then I store them in here. And up here is where I keep some of my items for my blade runners. Like I'll store my extra Cricut cutters in here, the blades and the scores. This is also a little tea light candle that my son made for me in school. So I display it up here and I keep it right here. Over here is a drawer that I let my son use. So anytime that he's up here, my craft from, I let him use this. These are items that are in here just for him, like a little card kit I was making up for him for Christmas, so he can make some card kits. And also, I keep the Prima embellishment buttons. I'll store them up here. They was the tops. I threw away the containers. Like some of the containers I threw away. And these are more buttons that I got from Michael's. The ones that were in the dollar bin. Over here in this section is where I store my 12 by 12 plain cardstock. I do the oranges, purples, yellows. These are the pinks, the greens, reds, blues, and more blues. These are Cropper Hopper containers that I store them in. And what I want to do is just put cut out the paper and put it on the front. It'll probably look cuter. So I'll do that. Down here in this drawer is where I store extra minis at. So this is where I store my mini albums at. Sometimes I'll do for a baby shower. Down here is where I keep my iTop tool. And I also have all three of the punch outs. And I keep the extra braids in here. And I have a container also that I take to crops with me that has all of my braids already in it, as you can see. And it has the large tool because when you buy it, it comes with the medium and small. So that is how I store my iTop tool. And here is how I store just extra punches that I have. And here is how I store my gypsy items, because I have like a lot of the different covers for the gypsy. So I think I have about 4 or 5 different covers for the gypsy. And I also keep any kind of tools that have to do with the gypsies in here, like my extra stylus. So I'll stop it there and I'll start again.